Alrighty. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to DJ Pablo TV, man. We are live and we are ready to go. It is 10:04 in the AM. And we're going to drift, man. That's what we do, all right? Random times, notification bell is going out. Let me give it like 2 more minutes so the drivers can get their notification and get ready. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up. Brand new people, make sure you sub up. Let me bring the chat up on my phone right here. Click that right here. All right, Carx Drift is loading up. Daredevil, what up? Yeah, I know how it is, man. Yeah, I know you're at work. I know you're at work. It's just the timing. I wish I could do this later in the evening, but I got to go to work myself. So I have to get it done. So I use the available time slot. If I go to work in the evening, I do it in the morning, but I'm not going to make it not happen. So what I do is, whenever I have to do a different shift, I do it before or I do it after. But it gets done. You see what I'm saying? Tomorrow will be fine though. Tomorrow, we're going to start at 1 o'clock. We're going to go to 6. So everything should be fine tomorrow. All right, let me load up the Twilight Zone right here. We already got Slap Happy. Yo, just to let you boys know, Slap Happy was on skate with me last night. And to confirm, Slap Happy is really 10 years old. He's really 10 years old, man. I know a lot of people are going to be shocked. So to celebrate, we're going to go on the next big easy track. We're going to go back to St. Petersburg. He's really 10 years old. He's been playing Carx Drift since he was 4. So I know Terrence and D-Spec, they're going to be shocked when they find out. But he was on Skate Stream last night, answered all the questions. He's been playing Carx Drift since he was 4 years old, for Christ's sake. So I can confirm he is really 10 and becoming one of the brightest driver up in here at that age. But when you start playing a game at 4, what do you expect? What do you expect? Terrence, you heard that, right? Terrence, he was special guest on Skate with me last night. He had the microphone on. He talked for a while, hang out with me. He's really 10 years old. And he said he started playing Carx Drift since he was 4. His dad plays a set of course, so they got the rig set up at the house. So his parents, you see what I'm saying? They have a nice setup at the house for him to drive. And when kids grow up with having the equipment already there and they take onto it early, what do you expect? He's going to be like this for real, right? So if he's 10 and driving like this, when he gets to a teenage year, it is going to be crazy. Even though right now he's so damn impressive, I can't believe it. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You play Gran Turismo at 4 years old? That is so crazy. Well, he's already here. He's home from school. Now that we know he's 10, the reason for him being home, he did a surgery on his tonsils, so he's got a week off. He's home recovering, so he's home to drive. His parents, apparently, they know he can drive very well because of the fact that he's always on the game. So he's here to drive with us, man. Hold on, I always forget to do this damn thing. I gotta set the ignition switch on the whip. All right, let me relaunch the server again. I did not turn on the ignition on the button box. Let me go back in here. All right, we're back up. Yeah, PS2 baby for real. Terrence, you at work as well, right? Man, I wish I could do this later, but this is the time slot. I gotta go to work myself. You see, the goal is for me to go full-time doing this. I gotta work my way up. But once I'm doing that, I'm gonna make it appropriate for people. Oh, you retire? That's good. You are living the life, bro. I'm trying to retire my damn self. My old ass still in the mix. All right, let me warm up the tires and we open up the twilight zone. I know a lot of drivers are going to be running in here. Yesterday, the room was so packed. We maxed it out. Once again, shout out to Slap Happy, man. He's really 10 years old for real, and he's nice. He's getting better by the day. I got a 10:45 appointment tomorrow at my doctor's. Tomorrow, I go back to the doctor's office to see what's up. They're going to check on my shoulder and check my chest. So tomorrow morning, yeah, tomorrow's stream is going to be at 1. I should be home. My appointment is 10:45. So yeah, I'll be back way in time before we get on. Hopefully everything's good. The wires are still connected into my heart. Hopefully everything is just ready to go. Okay, well that's good, bro. Terrence, that's damn good, man. So you get to live that Florida life, retired, little business, making some money. That's good, man. Notification bell is going out, giving the drivers time to get in here, the ones who are available. Shout out to all my overseas drivers. You guys are going to benefit the most from this. You guys are going to benefit the most. You're on different time zones. Tires, you know what it is, just to kill time to give the guys the notification bell. Once again, thank you guys for the support. Appreciate every single one of you, man. I tapped it, went too damn close. Let's try that again. I can't see it because of that smoke. got a bunch of drivers jumping in. Just warming up the tires, man. Take this real quick. All right, I have to take that call, man. Doctor's office. Confirming my appointment for tomorrow. Take that call, man. Doctor's office. Confirming my appointment for tomorrow. Yep. All right, let me go park up, get you boys in the drift. Everyone hit that thumbs up button. Headphones back on and... Here we go. Snap Happy, you're here early. You first. Terrence up front. In the Green Goblin, we got Slap Happy with the number 10 on his door, representing the fact that he's only 10 years old, man. The #1 draft pickup in the Twilight Zone. He's been playing Carx since he was 4. Now he's 10 and he's so damn good. I still can't believe it. But we got confirmation last night. We had him a special guest on Skate. He had the mic on, we spoke to him, and he's truly 10 years old for real, man. A little kid. When you hear his voice, you're gonna be like, oh my God, oh, is he driving that good? He's a baby, for Christ's sake. But he's nice with it, man. When he becomes a teenager, it's gonna be a problem for all of us. Right now, he's doing tandem with Terrence, one of the top drivers in here. 10 years old, and look at him go, man. Unbelievable. Drivers representing Florida. It must be something in the water, right? Even though we don't drink it. Terrence representing Boynton Beach. Slap Happy also representing Florida. The 10-year-old prodigy right here. Driving in the Twilight Zone with the big boys. Terrence up front. Slap Happy right with him on that door. Now Terrence is in the lead. Slap Happy took over now. Slap Happy's leading. Terrence is gonna trail with him. They're switching places now. He's gonna take point. Let's switch the camera around right here. Once again, guys, he's only 10 years old, man. 10 years old, driving like this. This is what happens when you start playing Carx Drift at 4 years old. By 10, you drive so crazy. The world can't believe it. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe if you're brand new. Share that link. The Twilight Zone is open. We getting an early treat right here. Slap Happy up front. Terrence with him. Some amazing driving right here. They switching places up again. Terrence back up front. Shout out to Def Beg. Up in the Twilight Zone. Welcome back, man. Remember to share the link, guys. If you like drifting and you got friends who also like it, let them know they can hop right in here, man. Share the link with them. If you are watching me and you want to get in the drift, just let me know in the YouTube chat. Just type in, I want to get on. I'll patch you in live right now if you drive with the pros. You can learn something. They back at it. Terrence up front. Slap Happy right with him. drifters in here. And he's right on that door. Started playing Carx Drift at 4 years old, for Christ's sake. We had him on as special guest last night on the skate stream. And I can confirm, man, he was on the mic talking to us. You definitely heard him. If you heard it last night, you would have known he's a kid for real. I could not believe it, man. I was like, I gotta see ID. Ain't no way he can be 10 driving like this. But after last night, we found out. Driving with one of the best drivers in here, Terrence, representing Boynton Beach. We got 10-year-old Slap Happy, also representing Florida. Slap Happy, where in Florida are you from? Let me know what city so I can put your city on the map, man. It must be something in the water in Florida. The Iceman D-Spec is also from Florida as well. D-Spec representing Tampa. There's something with Florida and cars, man. We do it very well. I had to take another doctor's call right here. They're getting me ready for tomorrow. I think I'm all good. Once again, Terrence up front, Slap Happy with him. Florida dominating the Twilight Zone right here. Remember to hit me up in the chat if you want to drift with us. Let me know. I'll put you on, man. Don't be intimidated, all right? Yes, we got a 10-year-old drift prodigy in here. Don't let that stop you from getting in, all right? I know a lot of drivers are going to be like, yo, I can't get on camera with him. I get on and have a 10-year-old kid run circles around me, and it's on the internet. I'm ruined. No, you're not. You might learn something from him. He's just a humble kid with talent, man. What is he gonna do? Terrence giving him that lesson. He stays with Terrence all the time right here. In the drift, learning from Terrence. Watching how he swings the whip. He's absorbing that lesson. And he's learning so damn fast. By the time he's 12, it's gonna be a problem, man. He tries to drift with D-Spec as well to learn as much as he can from him. And he's getting better by the day, I can tell you that much. We are watching it happening. We have all of it documented on stream of him just progressing. His first day, he pulled up with a Corvette that looked like a monster truck. Then the minute I saw it and the way he was driving, I was like, something's wrong here. This kid got talent, but the car's holding him back. I did not know he was this young though. When he said he was 10, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. We need ID, man. We had him on as special guest last night on Skate. And when I heard his voice, I'm like, oh my God, he's a baby. And he's this nice. He's riding the drift right now with that number 10 BMW. Right on the door of one of the greatest drivers in here, Terrence. They both repping Florida, and as I said, it must be something in the water down here. But when it comes to Floridian cars, we do it very well. Holding his own right on the door of Terrence. Shout out to the Iceman D-Spec. I gotta send him a picture of this shit. I'm taking a picture of the screen right now just to send it to him. Right on that door of Terrence. I told him last night, whenever Terrence is driving, you stay right there with him. The more you drive with him, the faster you learn. Driving right here. Oh my God, they're going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Happy spinning out. Go get him, bro. Go get him. Go get that lesson. Terrence pulling back up. Big shout out to Def Beg up in here. They back at it again. Terrence up front, Slap happy with him. again, shout out to the Iceman. D-Spec, just send him a nice message right here. Def Beg. You're live, bro. This livery right here is crazy. Go send it, man. You're live in the Twilight Zone. Go get it. Remember to hit me up in the YouTube chat, guys. If you want to get in the drift, let me know. I'll bring you on, man. Don't be shy. Share the link with your friends. I think we got a 3-car tandem right here. We got Terrence up front, Slap Happy and Def Beck going with them. They going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Deathbed right on that door with Terrence. And just like that, Terrence is gone, man. One of the top drivers in here, it is not easy keeping up with Terrence. The slightest mistake and he's out of there. Slap Happy trying to go with him again. Terrence in the Green Goblin. His signature whip is top car. Going with him on. He's going up front. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, up front, we got 10-year-old Slap Happy, the drift prodigy. Started playing Carx drift at 4 years old. Now he's in a drift with one of the nicest in here. They both represent Florida. Terrence right there with him, man. The teacher and the student. I know when I was 10, I couldn't do this shit. But back then, we had no video games yet. We're on board with Terrence right here in the whip. Give you a first-person view of what it's like driving with him. Slap Happy's right on that door. Once again, he's only 10 years old doing this. Driving with one of the best. Look at him go, man. Once again, the young prodigy Slap Happy, only 10 years old, right on the door of Terrence. Both drivers representing Florida. Slap Happy up front, Terrence right there with him. 10 years old, sending that BMW, oh my God. Remember to hit me up in the chat, guys. If you want to get in the drift, hit me up, man. Just let me know if you want to get on. I'll patch you in. Stay back at it. Slap Happy up front, only 10 years old. Terrence, the OG drifter right here. One of the best in the Twilight Zone. Both drivers from Florida. They going for it. Look at him go, man. This is what happens when you start playing Carx Drift at 4 years old. By 10, you become this right here. He's only 10. He's got that number 10 on that door to remind everyone he's only 10 years old. But he's nice with it. Sliding that whip on the sidewalk right there. I know a lot of drivers are going to get intimidated by him. He's getting so good by the day. Every day he gets way better. How do you become this good at only 10? It's amazing to watch. And we confirm this age, man. We can guarantee you he's 10 for real. We had him on special guest last night on Skate. The minute he started to speak, we were like, oh my God. He's really a baby, man. But he can drive like hell. A true childhood prodigy right here. Look at him go in the drift. Sliding that rear wheel on the sidewalk, for Christ's sake, way beyond the curb. Slap Happy, absorbing that lesson. He got that move from D-Spec to slide on that curb. Go way up on that sidewalk. When you're this young, you're like a sponge. And as Terrence said, he's getting that lesson, man. He spends a lot of time practicing with Terrence, learning a lot from him, getting better by the day. He's back in the drift. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, guys. If you're liking the content, give the stream a thumbs up. Share the link right now, man. If you got friends who love drifting, they gotta see this shit. You tell them you're watching a 10-year-old kid drift with the pros in Carx Drift like they've never seen. in the drift with Terrence again. Slap Happy sliding the rear wheels on the curb. Showing some amazing skills right there at only 10, man. Terrence right there with him. Making sure he pushes that limit. Terrence up on that curb as well. This is how it's done. You gotta bring that whip up against that wall. Close enough to ring the goddamn doorbell if you have to. If you wanna be pro. Slap Happy right back there with him. Slap Happy once again right on that door of Terrence. Some amazing driving for only 10 years old, man. Back on that door with Terrence. We got lightning in the drift. Lightning, welcome to the Twilight Zone. Lightning trying to make his debut here in the Twilight Zone. I think he's asleep or something. Lightning, wake up, bro. I guess he's nervous. A lot of drivers get intimidated when they get here. Terrence back in the drift. Up on that curve. They back at it. Terrence up on that curve. Slap Happy right there with him. Both drivers representing Florida. Slap Happy, only 10 years old. He's right on that door with Terrence. Remember to hit me up in the chat, guys, if you want to get in the drift. Let me know, alright? Give the stream a thumbs up, share the link with your friends. We got up front Terrence representing Boynton Beach, Florida. And the child prodigy, Slap Happy, 10 years old, also representing Florida right here with him. He started playing Carx drift at 4 years old. And at 10, he's driving with some of the top drivers. Sliding his whip on the curb, absorbing that lesson. They back up on that curb. Slap Happy up front. Terrence right there with him. He's only 10 years old, driving with the big boys. Both drivers representing Florida. He's not holding back, going up on that curve. Earning his respect by the day. The child prodigy, man, up in the drift. Goes by the name Slap Happy. And as I said, he's only 10. I confirmed that he's only 10 years old. Sending that purple BMW like he stole it. Some amazing driving right here, guys. You ain't never seen nothing like this on the internet. Ain't no way you seen a kid 10 years old driving this nice. Drifting is not easy. For the people who play the game, you guys know the struggle. It takes a lot of practice. But some of us are just born talented, man. Terrence representing Boynton Beach, Florida. Then St. Thomas, Virgin Islands, man. A Caribbean talent. A true drift icon right here. He's driving with a wheel. Sliding that whip. He's on the Xbox console. Then we got the childhood prodigy, Slap Happy, only at 10 years old. Driving with him, getting that lesson. Getting better by the day. Both drivers representing Florida. Shout out to D-Spec, the Iceman himself. The DK of the Twilight Zone. Also representing Florida. Remember, guys, if you want to drift with us, let me know in the chat. Hit me up in the YouTube chat. I can patch you in, man. We go until 12:30, all right? We got a new driver in here, goes by the name of Le Boss BMW. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, bro. New driver making his debut here, guys. He goes by the name of the boss, BMW 17. He's on the PlayStation console, using a controller. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, bro. Terrence the Slap Happy back at it. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up for me, guys. Give the stream a thumbs up. If you want to drive with us, hit me up in the YouTube chat, all right? I can patch you in. You'll be live on the internet in a minute, swinging your whip. Right now, we're checking out one of Florida's finest. Terrence representing Boynton Beach with the Green Goblin right here. His main car in the drift. Terrence sliding it on the curb. This is how they do it. We got a brand new driver in here, goes by the name of Carter. He's on a wheel. Carter, welcome to the Twilight Zone, man. Carter making his debut here in the Twilight Zone. All right. warm up the tires while these guys get a break. I gotta warm up the whip right here. Remember to hit me up in the chat, guys. If you guys want to drift, let me know. Hit me up in the chat. Just warming things up while the drivers take a break. Once again, guys, remember, hit me up in the chat if you want to get on. Don't be intimidated, all right? We welcome everyone here. I don't care your skill level. All I want to do is give you a shot, all right? We got a new driver in here, goes by the name of Said2144. Said, you live, go get it. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up while you're at it, guys. Subscribe if you're brand new. Share the link if you got a friend who loves drifting, plays Carx Drift. Send them that link right now, man. We go until 12:30. And remember, we do this every day, 7 days a week. We drift at random times. You need the notification bell on. That way you don't miss the next drift session, all right? So make sure when you subscribe, turn that notification bell on. We do this every day. You see what I'm saying? Every day. So if you love drifting, this is your new home, man. We keep it positive here. We got a lot of talented drivers here, starting from Slap Happy at 10 years old all the way up to D-Spec, the DK. You see what I'm saying? Terrence, right there, second in line as one of the top drivers in here. And we do it real well. We show everyone respect. This is the perfect place for you to hang out, all right? So if you love cars, you love drifting, as I said, this is your new home. Shout outs to the ice coming up in the chat. Once again, we are on board with Seth, making his debut here in the Twilight Zone. Seth playing on an Xbox console, using a controller. Let's see if Carter is ready. Carter's still going around in a circle. What the heck? Did he pass out of the wheel? Or is he panicking? Carter, you're live on YouTube, man. The whole world's watching you. I think he's panicking. I don't think he can handle it. Warming up the tires while we wait on the drivers to get ready. I think Carter's ready to go. Change the RPM on them, yeah? Carter, you're live, man. Go get it. He's driving with a wheel, playing on his PlayStation console. I think he's trying to set up his phone or something. Yeah, I gotta step up the RPM on them, bring it up to like maybe 7,000 or 8,000 RPM. D-Spec, we had Slap Happy on Skate last night, man. Bro, I could not believe it. When I heard his voice, I'm like, oh my God. He's really a baby for real. He's really 10 years old, man. Getting better by the day. Terrence, you ready to go? All right, let me spin it back around and park it up. I think I can park it right here. All right, let me patch in Terrence. We back in the drift. We back at it, Terrence in the drift. I know, man. I know you're not saying that. I know I need to make the RPM longer. I know what you meant. D-spec. I know a little bit about cars, man. A little bit. I know a little bit. Yeah, make the RPMs longer. So I don't have to shift that early. So they don't redline so quickly. I gotta do that when I get off, man. I'm gonna get off here, go to the day job, be back tonight. Tomorrow I'm off. I gotta go to the doctors in the morning. When I get back tomorrow, we can get it done before we get on stream live. You getting in, by the way, or you at work? You at work? Terrence in the drift. We're on board with him. me, man. Make those gears longer so I don't have to shift them that early. I gotta tweak some cars on some days when I have some free time. We kind of strap on time, and I want to use all the time just to make the stream entertaining. I don't want to spend time tuning a car, for Christ's sake. Tomorrow I'm going to be off, and I can do it tomorrow my off time. When I get off here, I gotta rush like hell to get things ready and run off to work. So every minute counts. I don't want to spend it tweaking the damn car right now. I can do it tomorrow though. Tomorrow we're gonna fine tune it. Once I get from that doctor in the morning, I'll have enough time before we go live at 1, all right? So I can tweak it then. DM me on IG tomorrow if I'm on it and I get confused with the settings of it, all right? I just want to utilize every minute that we got here because the stream is going to be shorter. You know, on Mondays we don't get the time to really go that long. Bunch of drivers are at work right now. They're watching on their phone. They can't get in here. I'm just squeezing out as much time as we can before we have to get off. All right, Slap Pappy's back from lunch. Terrence is ready to go again. Let's organize this next tandem right here. I'm not going to really drive that much anyway, so I can do it tomorrow. Technically, I shouldn't be driving at all. I gotta lie to these doctors tomorrow when they ask me, were you driving? Nope. I was not. Up front, Slap Happy right here with him. We got the 10-year-old prodigy right here up with Terrence, one of the best in here. Both drivers representing Florida. I might have to move my car off that curb. I forgot they slide the whip up there. Terrence up front, slap happy with him. He's back in the drift, spun out right there. It ain't easy going up against that wall, man. Terrence bringing him up right up against that wall. Forcing him to push that limit. Give the stream a thumbs up for me, guys. Give the stream a thumbs up. Hit me up in the chat if you want to get in the drift. We go until 12:30, all right? Terrence up front right here, slap happy behind him. Both drivers representing Florida. locked in right here. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, guys. Give the stream a thumbs up. We got Slap Happy up front, only 10 years old. We got Terrence behind him. One of the dopest drifters in here. Slap Happy getting that lesson, man. Wax on style. Wax on, wax off. Old Karate Kid style right there. You drive with the teacher in the drift, you get that lesson. Remember to hit me up in the chat if you want to get in the drift. Hit me up in the chat, man. Representing Florida. Started playing Carx at 4 years old, now he's 10. They up on that curve. Shout out to all the new drivers today. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, man. Terrence up front, Slap Happy right here with him. They sliding up on the curb. Remember, we go until 12:30, guys. Hit me up in the chat if you want to get in the drift. Terrence, the Slap Happy going for it. We got a new driver in the Twilight and goes by the name of Theo. Making his debut up in here on the PlayStation console. He's using a controller. Starting off with this blue Corvette. Let's see what he got. Trying to join Terrence. Slap Happy in the drift. Let's see if he got it. Brother Jones up in the chat. What up, bro? Once again, Theo making his debut here in the Twilight Zone. We got Slap Happy up front, Terrence. We got a 3-car tandem in the drift. Remember to hit me up in the chat, guys. If you want to get on, let me know, all right? Hit me up in the YouTube chat if you think you can drift. Let's jump right in, man. Just type in the chat, I want to get on, and I will have you live on YouTube right now. Don't be shy, all right? We're on board with Terrence representing Boynton Beach, Florida. One of the top drifters in here in the Twilight Zone. We got Theo up front making his debut in the blue Corvette. Joining them back in the drift. Only 10 years old, also representing Florida. They going for it, man, real crazy. Slap Happy right now. Terrence on that door with Theo. They back at it again. Theo up front. Terrence behind him. Slap happy. Three-car tandem going right here. Theo driving real nice. I'm impressed. Terrence right on his door. We got a new driver in here, goes by the name All of One Lick. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, bro. All right, here we go. Making his debut here in the Twilight Zone, All of One Lick. Shout out to Brother Jones up in the chat. Let me move the whip off the curb right here. back on board with Terrence. Had to move the whip off the sidewalk, man. These boys are drifting everywhere. Terrence the slap happy going back at it. Terrence up in the drift, representing Boynton Beach, Florida. Slap Happy, only 10 years old, also repping Florida as well in the drift. They going for it. We got the Queen Ruby up in here representing the UK. Ruby, welcome, man. What up, Ruby? Gamer shot it up in the chat representing the UK as well. We go until 12:30. We've been on since 10 o'clock. Slap Happy in the drift, only 10 years old, man. Started drifting when he was 4. We had him as special guest last night on Skate. He also reps Florida. We got the Queen up in here, Ruby. First female of the Twilight Zone representing the ladies. We got 15 minutes left. But we're still gonna patch her in right here. She's nice in the drift. Getting better by the day. Repping the females. We need more ladies to drive up in here. Ladies, if you drift, let me know. Do not be shy, man. So far, we've only had 2 girls up in the Twilight Zone. Only 2 ladies. And I know these girls can drift. Ruby once again representing the UK. Yes, she's British, goddammit. She's royalty. She's got that pink smoke on the whip. Representing that girl power, man. Girls can drift too. We're going to do a tandem to wrap the stream up, guys. We got 13 minutes. 13 minutes. We're going to have Terrence, Slap Happy, We're gonna wrap it up with a nice tandem. Ruby, if you want to join them. We got 6 different drifters already to go. We're gonna spend that last 10 minutes. See if we can wrap it up with a tandem. Once again, shout outs to Ruby, man. Ruby showing up, representing the ladies. Representing the UK. She's like royalty. She ain't scared to swing that whip. Look at her go right here. We got Music Mike up in the chat. Mike, what up? Mike, we're about to get off. We've been on since 10 o'clock. Slap Happy and Terrence went crazy with it, man. We had him on skate last night. We can confirm Slap Happy is really 10 years old. Started playing Carx Drift at 4. Once again, we're on with the Queen, Ruby, out of the UK. The first female drifter in the Twilight Zone. She's sending it. Pink smoke everywhere. All right, we're gonna try to cover some drivers real quick before we get off. Drifting with Eyes is back. Welcome, bro. We don't have much time, but everyone's gonna get a shot before we get off here. Then we wrap it up with a tandem. We got 11 minutes. Slap Happy, get ready. We're gonna have you close it off. We gotta let them see you drive once more, man. Now that we've confirmed that you are truly 10 years old, I still can't believe it. When I heard his voice on skate, I was like, oh my God, it is really a baby. But he's learning by the day, driving with the best. Terrence had him in the drift all day, giving him that lesson. Once again, shout out to Drifting with Eyes, back up in the drift. We will be back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. Twilight Zone will be back again. We're gonna go from 1 till 6 o'clock, 5 hours of drifting tomorrow. Remember, notification bell, all right? 1 till 6 p.m. tomorrow. We got Striker up in here. Striker, you're live. Go get it. We barely have any time, Striker. Do not waste it, man. Striker in the drift. Big shout outs to Daredevil. We are strapped for time. I gotta jump over right here. Music Mike just got in. Let's give him some seat time before we get off. Remember, we want to do a tandem for like the last 5 minutes. So drivers, get ready, all right? Music Mike in that new whip. Love this livery right here. Music Mike driving with a wheel. Brand new whip. Music Mike representing Virginia. We got one more driver to feature, Little Timmy. Little Timmy, welcome to the Twilight Zone. Little Timmy in the E46. This whip looks nice. You're live, go get it. Little Timmy making his debut here in the Twilight Zone. Big shout outs to him. Let's hop on board with him. Drivers, get ready. We're gonna close off with a nice tandem, all right? Terrence, I want you to take point. Guide every one of them through the course. We're gonna wrap it up real nice. Once again, shout outs to Little Timmy, the last new driver we feature for the day. We're gonna wrap this up real nice. I gotta get off at 12:30. We've been on since 10. Remember, the notification bell is a must. That way you don't miss the next drift session, all right? Thanks to all the new drivers who showed up today. We are about to wrap this up real crazy. Once again, Terrence, start things off. Slap Happy, go right with him. Music Mike, feel free to join them in the drift. They going for it. Terrence up front, representing Boynton Beach, Florida. Slap Happy right here with him, 10 years old, also representing Florida. As we wrap things up, they're burning up these streets. Terrence is Slap Happy on the curb. He's only 10 years old, man. Slap Happy in the purple BMW. Started playing Carx drift at 4 years old. Driving with one of the best in the Twilight Zone. Terrence, both drivers representing Florida. Shout out to the Iceman D-Spec. Shout out to Music Mike who just got in. Drifting with Eyes just got in as well. Remember, tomorrow we start the drift at 1 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we go for 5 hours, man. We got Terrence up front. Music Mike. Slap Happy. As we try to wrap things up real quick right here. 3 minutes to go. Slap Happy back on the door of Terrence. The young prodigy right here. Driving this nice at 10. He's got a lot more to learn, but very impressive for his age. They up on that curb with it. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up, guys. Give the stream a thumbs up for me. Slap Happy on the door of Terrence. He's only 10 years old, man. Unbelievable driving for his age. He's got a lot more to learn, but very impressive. As I said, he started playing Carx Drift at 4. This is what happened when you get the game at 4 years old. You get this nice by 10. He's learning to slide his whip on the curb like the big boys. Terrence guiding him, showing him the ways, man. God damn, that was close. Once again, the 10-year-old prodigy Slap Happy, not scared to put that whip on that curb. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up for me, guys. Give the stream a thumbs up. As we wrap things up here. Only one driver in here did not get on. He goes by the name Lou. Lou's got a wheel. Lou, welcome to the Twilight Zone, man. You are here for the last minute. I got 60 seconds for you, my brother. Go use it. Lou Clandestino making his debut here in the Twilight Zone. Let's give him that warm welcome, man. Loose sliding his whip real nice. I'm impressed. All right, guys, I gotta wrap things up. I gotta wrap this up once again. Shout out to all the drivers. All the drivers that checked in today, man. All the drivers that showed up. We gotta wrap things up, guys. I gotta go to the day job, man. We will be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I got a doctor's appointment. You know they're going to check your board and make sure that surgery went well. I'll be back here at 1 o'clock. We go live again in the drift. Remember, turn the notification bells on. We got 26 people in the live and I'm getting off. Thank you all for the support, man. Remember to give the stream a thumbs up. Notification bell is a must. That way tomorrow you don't miss the next stream. We're gonna go for 5 hours, all right? 5 hours tomorrow in the drift. We go from 1 p.m. Eastern till 6 o'clock. Once again, Music Mike, salute to you, my brother. Thank you for showing up. I know you were at work, came home late. Tomorrow we go live, as I said, 1 o'clock. We go live from 1 till 6, all right? So get ready for it. I got to get off, man. I wish I could stay longer, but I got to get off. I got to do a night shift tonight. I get off tonight, though. We're going to be back for skate. If you're into skating, you can join me live on stream tonight. Last night we had Slap Happy on, a special guest. The night before we had Daredevil on, a special guest. If you want to join me tonight, pull up. We skate at 10:30 tonight, all right? So if you want to join me, as I said, see you guys then. I am out of here. I got to go. Shout out to D-Spec. Shout out to the Queen Ruby over in the UK. Gamer Shadow. Music Mike representing Virginia. Slam Happy representing Florida. Terrence representing Florida. D-Spec representing Florida. Daredevil representing New York. All the other drivers that showed up. Salute to all of you, man. I gotta go. I'll catch you guys tonight for skate. Remember, we drift in the day, we skate at night, and we do it well. See you guys then, man. I'm gone. Peace.